back from my prison of throttling. We'll do this. The internet provider will just do this extreme throttling sometimes. I don't understand why, but. It's like I never left. I almost was gonna say screw it and not continue, but I kind of wanted to do this whole chapter at least.
Let's go. Are you ready? Then let's...
I'll move without making a sound. Should I start moving?
Better start the break. Let's keep the momentum going. That was simple enough.
Oh, there's just a single one sitting there.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite net?
My turn. And when the sun goes down, I have come out to play. I got too excited.
Better
Goodbye, Mr. Fartface.
I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
Okay, just getting a little distracted. Yeah. stretch break after sitting here for 5 hours. Okay. It's been quite a quiet stream, but I do expect that after being gone for a month. I just got discouraged because there was a stream I did where no matter what I do, it wouldn't stop throttling me. So I just deleted the VODs, obviously. There was another stream I did that I just got kind of salty, so I deleted that VOD too. I keep 90% of my VODs, but if I really feel like it's garbage content, then I do delete it. On the plus side, I'm getting battle data and credits for finishing these missions. And I also don't feel all stiff anymore because I stretched and went to the restroom. Back to it. Oh. VTube Studio is having a fit. Why does it do that, man? Why? Never seen anyone have that issue before. Maybe it's a new bug or something. It's probably a webcam thing, to be honest. Webcams are often inferior. Just like completely glitching out. Okay, resuming playtime.
I'll move.
Enemy sighted. Come on, let's go. Get lost. I'm busy. Better reload. Sorry to break. Let's keep the momentum going. Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
Every sun goes down. Some other place.
Why don't we just develop something like an infinite
I think
magazine?
that was pretty efficient.
I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
Alright, more story. Exploding rapture.
Come on, enemy sighted.
Let's go make ourselves some luck.
Haven't hit that 60 an hour just yet.
Shall we roll the dice?
Yes.
Understood. You should have visual contact soon. Exercise extreme caution.
Roger. Oh, boy, my heart is pounding. I feel like my core is going to burst.
I feel the same. There it is.
Livern points ahead of us. What seems to be a massive condensed pillar of light is piercing through the ground and soaring up into the air. Although the concentration of the crystals is rather sporadic and not particularly dense, they nevertheless emit a near blinding luminescence. That must be it.
Eleg, run an analysis on the local vicinity. Will do. No toxins present. Appropriate oxygen levels. No unidentified components. Nothing especially noteworthy, except for the fact that the alpha particle concentration is remarkably low. All right, you're up, hammering.
Gotcha. Looks like an ordinary crystal to me. It's awfully dense. Not terribly dissimilar from quartz. But there's something strange. Everyone, come take a look.
What is it? Is it okay to get closer?
It's fine. The exterior surface is extremely smooth. So I don't think there's any gas or liquids coming out of this thing. Just to be safe, though, the commander shouldn't get too close.
Good call.
We cautiously move towards the crystal. There's a bus there too. Once we're close enough, we immediately notice a certain cluster of crystals, which are distinctly at odds with the rest of the formations in the vicinity.
What an unusual pattern.
This reminds me of something. What was it called again? Damascus.
Is that some kind of curse?
I get it. Damas curse. Very funny.
At least someone appreciates my jokes. A word of warning, don't encourage her or else you'll end up regretting it.
But it was funny, really. Continue hammering.
Looking at its exterior, it resembles something you'd see in the Quartz family.
It seems like it has some sort of light flowing through it.
Yes, there is some luminescence there.
Is it natural?
Hard to say.
This pattern. Do you think it resembles circuitry you'd find in a machine?
I was thinking the same thing. Should we take a moment to check?
Alec extends a wire from the tablet and presses it to the crystal.
Electricity is flowing through it all right, and a whole lot of it.
Does that mean it's a machine?
The notion that electricity can only flow through man-made machines is a fallacy. It flows through living organisms as well.
This, however, doesn't appear to be a living organism.
I don't know how I feel about her voice. Voice acting. Not sure.
Interesting.
What is it?
The tablet just shut off.
The battery ran out?
Why didn't you charge it earlier?
Just a second. I should have a spare battery.
I've got one too. But that's strange. I could have sworn it was at 80% only a moment ago.
Hammering. Can you glean anything else from the exterior of this thing?
Nope, that's about it. If it's alright with you, I was gonna collect a sample.
How do we go about that?
I'll crack off a small piece from the end.
It's a bit primitive, but it'll get the job done.
You betcha.
Please, go ahead then.
I suggest you step back, Commander. In fact, stand behind me.
You never know. There could be gas trapped inside this. Pieces could go flying once I break it.
What are you doing?
Leverin and Alec both take a few steps back. Neon moves behind Anise.
It makes more sense for someone bigger to stand in front. Then why don't you go behind hammering? She's too close to the crystal. It's dangerous.
I'd take a few more steps back if I were you guys. Actually, hide behind cover. There's no telling what could be inside this thing. The worst case scenario would be that whatever's inside reacts unfavorably to oxygen and it explodes.
And if it does? What'll happen to you?
I've got a sturdy noggin. If something goes wrong, just make sure my head stays intact.
Roger.
A few moments later, everyone except for Hammering is hiding behind cover, with only their heads peeking out.
Right. I'm going for it.
Hammering raises her hammer and lightly taps the crystal. Click.
Duh. It's much harder than I thought. This is way tougher than quartz. This is more like a diamond. Alright. I'm gonna really give it some juice with this swing.
Just as Hammering is about to swing her hammer down.
Rapture detected. 400 meters out. Heading straight for you.
What? This feels like it was planned.
Don't engage in combat near the crystal. You don't know what will happen if the crystal breaks.
Roger.
Oh.
Let the hunt begin.
Better reload. Sorry to break you. Let's keep the momentum going. What the? Oh no! I was just getting into the groove. Why don't
No
we just
balls.
develop something
None.
like an incident magazine? Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
They didn't get any
Everything
balls.
spin the sun goes down.
Let's keep the momentum
Come out to
going.
play.
Why don't they just develop something like an incident magazine?
Sometimes I swear Dorothy's ability doesn't hit.
Better reload.
Everything the sun goes down. Come out to play. Too excited.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Uh-oh, we're glitching again. Why? Wait, are we good? Is it just the sitting position that sometimes messes it up? It's so funny when it happens. If I slouch really bad, it starts glitching out.
Rupture fragments are flying towards the crystal.
Miss Hammering!
Did I ever tell you that I always wanted to be a baseball player?
Hammering focuses on the fragments which are hurling towards the crystal, then swings the hammer with all her might. Swoosh, crack. Hammering swing misses, and the fragments of the rapture shatter the crystal and roll on the ground.
Looks like you'll have to keep dreaming, Hammering.
Oh my god.
Anise, get behind me! No, you get behind me!
Everyone take cover.
It's too late. Get behind me, Commander.
Everyone get down.
Uh.
Huh?
Nothing's happening.
That startled me. Yeah, my glasses nearly fell off.
That really scared the heck out of me.
Guess we overreacted.
Guess so.
What was that scream just a moment ago? Was that supposed to be some kind of signal?
Hard to say.
I'll check if any toxic substances were released when the crystal broke.
Ella connects the portable battery to the tablet.
I'm not picking up anything. How does that thingamajig work anyhow? It analyzes airborne particles. The range is somewhat narrow, but it's still quite useful. Can you add that function to my glasses? Depends. Are they traditional lenses? No. They're display monitors. Really? Then it's worth a try. I'll get back to you on that. Cool. Then I can have supervision. I hope not. The last thing you need is another thing to prattle on about.
I'll take one of these broken pieces.
Hammering holds up a crystal fragment.
It's not emitting any light.
I'm getting pretty tired. I want to do the chapter.
coming from the circuitry, then where? No electricity is flowing through it either.
Still, we should take it back with us.
Are you sure? It feels compromised at this point, so, huh?
The crystal fragment Hammering is holding suddenly turns gray. Then crumbles and disintegrates.
What the?
What happened? Did you accidentally crush it?
With my bare hands? How could that be possible?
Let's try and pick up these other pieces. A moment later, after attempting to break off other pieces of the crystal to take as samples, the pieces all disintegrate without exception. Hammering moves to take one of the crystalline fragments stuck in the ground, but eventually gives up and when she finds it unwilling to budge even an inch. Seems there's not much else we can do at this point.
I think it'd be prudent to return and organize a separate investigation team.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just a moment. Can we head a little further inside? According to the map, there should be more crystals ahead.
I'm game.
Me too.
Are you sure it's not too dangerous?
It wouldn't hurt to take a peek. We might be able to obtain a proper sample inside.
We all came here because we needed the work. If we return empty-handed, they'll send in another team to investigate. Then we'll be left jobless yet again. We at least need to bring back a proper sample. Or some other kind of finding that will turn heads.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired. I don't know how much longer I can last.
If we go back like this, we'll just be labeled incompetent.
And on a personal note, this is a completely new type of crystal we're dealing with. I'd hate to leave after just getting a taste of it. Whatever this thing is, we could be the first to discover it. We'd be fools to pass up such a golden opportunity. Regardless of whether or not we collect a sample, don't you want to satisfy your curiosity?
Kind of.
I'm asking you. Please, don't make me beg. I don't want to keep living a servile life where I'm at the mercy of the whims and fancies of other people. If I don't want this to be my last hurrah, I need to make a name for myself during this mission.
Oh.
Of course, that poses a risk, but anything is better than crawling back to the Ark and having to stroke other people's egos day in and day out.
Let's see. That's quite a bit. Oh yeah.
I'd rather die up on the surface than return to that.
Damn.
I at least have some pride left in me. So please, I'm begging you. Let us explore a bit more.
Rappy, how much risk does the crystal pose?
None, as far as we can tell. It's not toxic, isn't composed of any harmful substances, and doesn't pose any risk of explosion. At present, it's simply an ordinary crystal, albeit with peculiar patterning.
Okay. Let's continue the search. We're going deeper.
Roger.
I'll continue to provide backup.
Appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna continue this in bed off stream. I'm literally falling asleep. Unfortunately. That's what happens when you stream all night instead of during the day. See you later.